All right, good morning, guys. We have a good number of people here today. Allison, Isabella, Isabel, Joel, Layla, Marjorie, Pooh, Ryan, Sadie. Good morning, guys. Marjorie, I was just reading your email right now. So I guess the answer to your question is yeah, we'll have a meeting today. That was my fault. I should have been more clear earlier this morning. Um, but I'm glad we're here. We can work on assignment number 11. Check in. How are you guys doing? How was your guys' weekend? I feel like I haven't talked to many of you guys. Good, good. I'm glad. I'm doing good. Um, just trying to finish up the school year with the craziness of trying to finish up the school year and trying to get everything done. So I'm doing well. Can't complain too much. I actually signed up for summer school, so if any of you guys are interested to sign up, I don't know exactly what the protocol is to sign up, but summer school, they're making plans for summer school, and it's all going to be digital as well. So if you guys are interested in that, all right, guys. Well, do you guys want to get started? Here's the notes for assignment number 11. Um, any questions regarding the notes or any questions regarding the topic? This is something that we didn't necessarily learn or do in class together. So it is something new, but it's not too difficult. It just, I mean, if you read through the notes, I feel like the notes did a good job explaining what statistics is and the probability of certain items happening. Or so here's the notes. There was 3 pages, so it was a little bit of a read, but um, it wasn't too difficult. Essentially, it was from a fraction to a decimal, and then the decimal to a percent, which we have talked about, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah. So again, there's 3 pages of notes. But any questions on the assignment? Here's the assignment. Here's what it looks like. Okay. Do you guys want to just get started? I don't know where we're at as far as I can get started with number one, do the easiest one, and then go from there. Um, but they're all pretty similar. They're all pretty much the same. So here's number one. Um, Number one says, well, actually, I'll read before number one. It says, Mr. Gutierrez has the following tickets in a bag for all the students that have received a level 3 and a level 4 on their Unit 5 test. Okay. And those are the different tickets, the different prices in that table there. Okay. Now, right here, for number one, the question is, April has the highest test score. If she randomly selects an item, what is the probability that she will pull a $10 gift card? And then it says P, and then it says $10 Starbucks gift card. Landon, I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about as far as my screen. Are you able to hear me right now, Landon? I am recording the message or the session, and then I'll upload it on YouTube later. And it has worked in the past. I don't know if it's different now. So Landon, let me know if you have if you can't hear me and things like that. Yeah, it'll record my voice later on. Once I upload it on YouTube, you should be able to see the whole session. And then, that's interesting. Okay. I'll look into that because for the most part, I think you're the first one that's told me that it doesn't work. But we'll see. I'll look into it and see why it's not working for you. All right. So back to number one, it says April has the highest test score. If she randomly selects an item, what would be the probability that she will pull a $10 Starbucks gift card? So as we're looking at the Starbucks gift card, we see that there's two of them. There's only two Starbucks gift cards. Um, and then you have to consider all the items all together as total. So for this, I'm going to just write down here the total number of items. Uh, and you need that for probability. You always want to know what the total is going to be for the entire set of items. So we're just going to add all of these together. We're going to say 3 plus 25 plus 2 plus 30. What is that, 60? So there's 60 items altogether. Okay. And just by looking at this, I mean, the highest probability is that you're going to get a pencil. There's a lot more pencils, so you're most likely going to get a pencil. Okay, but let's find the probability of a gift card. So for the probability of gift card, you're going to say the number of items, which is 2. Okay, we have 2 items out of 60. Okay, this is the number of items, and specifically it's going to be the gift cards, and this is going to be the total number of items. So now that we have a fraction, it's pretty easy. All we have to do is divide it. So it's 2 divided by 60. Okay, let me do that on the side over here. Okay, and what I get is 0.3, oops, not 3, 0.33, and it kind of goes on for a while. It goes on forever. Okay. Now, that is the decimal. I remember when you get a decimal, you can turn that into a percent. You're going to take a look at the first 2 decimal places there. Okay, so this is going to be 0.3%. Okay, but I'm not going to write it that way because it looks kind of strange, so I'm just going to write it that way. So I'm going to erase that first 0, and I'm going to call it just 3%. So what is the probability that you're going to pick a gift card? It's going to be 3%. It's going to be 2 out of 60. You divide it, and then you get 3%. Remember, again, with percent, we're looking at the first 2 decimal places here. Okay, first 2. 1, 2, and again, there's a 0 in the front, but you don't need a 0. I'll just erase it, so it's there. Okay, so it's 3%. So the probability of you picking the gift card is going to be 3%. Landon, you're correct. Assignment number 13. That is going to be a preview essentially of 8th grade. We haven't gotten there yet. So don't worry about turning in the math packet, or when you turn in the packet next week, don't worry about number 13. I will go over assignment number 12 on Friday, and then assignment number 13 will be during the last week. So don't worry about it too much if it's not complete. I'm more concerned about assignment number 11, number 12 being done. Assignment 13 is more extra help for you at the end. All right. Number 2. On the way to randomly draw an item, April then decided that if she doesn't get the $10 gift card, she would be happy with all the items except getting the free homework pass. Find the probability of April not drawing a free homework pass. Yeah. So she essentially wants to pick everything. She's happy with anything except for the homework pass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cross it out because we don't want that one. That's what she doesn't want. She's okay with Jamba Juice, she's okay with Starbucks, and she's okay with the pencil. So what we're going to do is we're going to add those items together because we need the total number of items. Okay. And so we're going to add 3 plus 2 plus 30. That's going to be 35 items. And notice that we're still going to have the 60 as a total. That's still the total number of items. So now she has a bigger possibility of picking any of those things. She can have 35 out of 60. And then similar to what we did earlier, we're going to divide these together. So we'll do 35 divided by 60. So 35 divided by 60, we're going to get the decimal of 0.583, and then again the 3 goes on for forever. Okay. And we're interested in the first two decimal places. We're interested in these two, so we're going to say these two here. Okay. And then we're going to turn that into a percent by saying that it's going to equal 58%. So the possibility or the percent that you're going to get anything but the homework passes is going to be 58%. All right. All right. For number 3, here's number 3. It says April was able to draw the ticket for a $5 Jamba Juice gift card and took the ticket with her. Kevin scored the second highest on the test and is going to draw a prize at random from Mr. Gutierrez's class. If he really wants a Jamba Juice gift card or a $10 gift card, what is the probability that he will be able to randomly draw those tickets out of the bag? Now, something important about this part is that he took the ticket with her. So that means that instead of 60 items, now we're going to have 59 total items. So for this part, I'll put right here, now we're going to have 59 total items because one of the items was taken away. So I misspelled item. Okay. Now the possibility of having Jamba Juice or Starbucks gift card, we're going to go back up here. And we're going to highlight Jamba Juice and then $10 gift card. Okay. And right now, the way it is, right now we have 5 of those altogether. But notice that April, she drew one of those Jamba Juice gift cards. So from this, instead of having 3, she's gonna have there's now only 2 in the bag. So we're gonna have a total of 4 items left over that you can choose from. Okay. So there's gonna be 4 items. And now remember, since they took one away, instead of the total being 60, we're going to say that 59 is the total. All right, so similar to earlier, we're going to divide those two numbers, 4 divided by 59. Okay, we're going to have, I'll do it down here, 0.067. Okay, and then the decimal keeps going. But again, we're only concerned in 2 decimal places, and we're going to say that's the answer. So for this one, we'll take these 2. Okay. So there it is. And then this one here, we're going to say 0.6%. But again, that would equal just 6%. Now, if you want to round it up, because the next decimal was 7, if you want to round it up to 7% and say about, I'm okay with that. Okay. So about 7%. Only because the 7 here, if you're rounding up. Okay. So it's about 7%. All right. Any questions on that first one? The other ones are correlated more with the second part with Mr. Reese now. Any questions on number 1 through 3? So Isabel, hopefully that made it a little bit less confusing. Okay, great, perfect. All right. Would you guys like me to continue with the other side? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side then. So we're done with the gift cards and Mr. Gutierrez. Let's work with Mr. Reese on this one. Okay, it says Mr. Reese has collected a favorite songs list on his iTunes account. The list below shows how many of each song he has from each artist. Uh, so it looks like he has artists of Katy Perry, 50 Cent, I'm assuming, New Direction, and M and N. All right. So those are his favorite songs. He has four Katy Perry, two of 50 Cent, five of New Direction, and then three of M and N. Okay. So earlier we talked about the total number of favorite songs, or the total number of items. So for this one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to say the total, and we're going to add all these together. So the favorite number of songs on his list, he has a total of 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3. What is that, 14? Okay. So he has a total of 14 items, or 14 favorite songs. All right, so let's take a look at the question now. It says, if a random song is selected from his favorite artist list, what is the probability that it will be a song by Katy Perry? So we're looking at all the possibilities with Katy Perry. So there's four of them. So here we go. We're going to say that it's 4 items out of the 14 total. So Katy Perry had 4 of them, and then the total was 14. We're going to go ahead and continue with that. We're going to say 4 divided by 14. It's going to equal 0.285. And then similar to what we did earlier, we're only interested in the first 2 decimal places. So we're going to just take these two to make that a percent. We're going to say it equals 28%. Or if you actually want to round it up to 29%, I'm okay with that as well because of the 5 here. Okay, the 5 makes it rounded up. So we're going to say about 29%. All right. So there's number 4. So for number 5, let's go on to number 5. If a random song is selected from his favorite artist list, what is the probability that it will not be a 50 Cent song? So all the non-50 Cent songs are going to be this one, and that one. The total items is still going to be 14, but we're going to be taking the total of these 3 items. So if I add them all together, that should give me 12. So for this one, we're going to say that the items that we have is going to be 12 items out of the total, which is 14. And that makes sense because obviously we have a lot of Katy Perry, we have a lot of New Direction. It should be higher than one by itself. So let's take 12 divided by 14. For this one, we're going to say it's 0.857. Okay. Similar to what we did earlier, we're going to take the first 2 decimal places. We're going to go 8 and 5. we're going to say it equals 85%. And again, if you choose to, you can round it up because of the 7. It's 5 or more, so it's rounded up. We'll say that this is about 86%. So the chances of you picking a song that is not 50 cents, it's going to be 86. Isabella, you don't have to round it up. You can leave it at 85%. I would accept either one of those answers, 85 or 86. Now, if you give me 857%, then yeah, you're not understanding the question. But if you say 85 or 86, either one, whatever makes more sense to you. Because some people will get confused and they say, well, what happened to the 5? What happened to the 7? So whatever makes more sense to you, 85 or 86. All right, so here's the last one, number 6. All right, so for number 6, it says, Mr. Reese is not having a good day, but he randomly selected a song to play from his favorite artist. If he doesn't want to hear a song from Katy Perry, what is the probability that he would randomly select a song by any other artist than Katy Perry? Go back up to our item list up here. We're going to erase these. And again, we're picking anything but Katy Perry. So it could be this one. It could be this one. It could be this one. We're trying to pick anything but Katy Perry. So we're going to add these items together. So for this one, it's going to be 2 plus 5 plus 3. We should get 10. And so we'll go back down here. Now we know it's 10. We can do the work for this part. Okay. We're going to say the items was 10. And we're going to say that there's still a total of 14. And then when you divide this, 10 divided by 14, okay, we're going to get 0.714. Okay. So we're going to say take these two first numbers. We're going to take the 7 and the 1. We're going to put it down here. That will be 71%. And notice that this one with the 4, since it's less than 5, we're just going to leave it at 71%. That's the probability of picking a song that is not Katy Perry. All right. What's going on here? I can't erase that. Oh, well. Now I'm having technical difficulties here. It doesn't want to zoom out for me. All right. Well, other than that, all those little lines there, does that make sense? I don't know why it's not letting me erase now. Oh, technology. I tried to look. I click on the finger, Landon, and for some reason, as soon as I pick up my finger, it doesn't let me do it anymore. So I don't know. Oh well. Good thing we finished. I guess we finished all the problems. Isabel, I'm glad. Again, it was something that we didn't do in class together, so I knew it was going to be a little bit more difficult. But the good thing is that we covered most of these decimal things and the percentage things before, so uh, it kind of went all together at the end. All right, you guys are welcome. again, I'm here to help you guys out. So if at any point you guys have questions, you're welcome to email me or put a comment on Google Classroom, and I try to check those every day, at least twice a day. All right. Well, I'm trying to zoom out still, but it doesn't let me. So I guess this would be a good place to stop. So, any final questions before we kind of end today's meeting? All right, guys. Well, as soon as you finish it, you're welcome to turn it in. We did most of it together, so if you were able to see it, all of it, you can turn it in as well. Okay. All right. You guys are all welcome. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you would like to, we'll have another meeting on Friday, same time. Nathan, Jaden, you guys are the last ones here. Do you guys have any questions? I know, Jaden, you just asked, some of the attendants are not showing. What do you mean the attendance?
Nathan, come over here. I'm right here.
Hello, Nathan. Hello, Jaden.
Hi, mister. Hi.
So what was the question that you had, Jaden? Or Nathan, I don't know who had asked that question.
Tell him
I'm still here, Jaden, if you had the question.
So some are attachments, right?
Uh-huh.
Some that you're attaching won't show for Nathan and me. So
What do you mean? Like when you try to attach it, or when you're trying to look for it?
When we try to do the work, it says no attachments. Or says
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can go to Google Classroom here. So on Google Classroom, you can't see the assignments. Is that pretty much what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can go. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So that's loading. So more or less, this is what you can see, right? When you go to my assignment or my classroom, here's what it looks like. There's today's post. And again, you can still see my screen, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So as you go down here, you see where it says new assignment, assignment number 11?
Yeah.
Have you gone on there?
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
Okay. And then do you see this part?
No.
You
Wait, yeah.
You don't?
We can click on them and open those
Okay.
ones.
Yes.
That one worked, and the what makes a triangle review, or not that one? Yeah. No. Yeah.
So you're able to see assignment number 11?
Yeah. Assignment number 11 and
Okay.
assignment number 9. I can see.
Okay. What about number 10?
No, the volume one.
Yes.
No, I can't see it. If I click on it, it says no work.
Okay, so you see how it's empty right here? That's
Yeah.
what you're able to see too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So go back,
Uh-huh.
and then you see here where it says May 11th, and it says good morning and happy Monday.
Yes.
Okay. That it's going to be in that assignment. I guess I should have done it in the actual assignment itself, but I put it on this post. Does that make sense? Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me say it again. So instead of it being in the actual assignment, it's going to be in the post right before that.
Okay.
So look at the assignment number 10, and then when you see the post for assignment number 10, look at the previous post, which is still on May 11th. If you click on that one, see how it says May 11th, and it's still that good morning, happy Monday?
Yeah.
The assignment itself is here. It's just two things. It's notes 10 and then assignment number 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Nathan, do you have your iPad where you can try it out, see if it's actually working for you?
Yeah. Where was it at? Wait.
So take a look at assignment number 10 on the news feed there. The scroll through the whole stream.
Yeah, it says, I see where it says good morning and happy Monday. It says
Yes.
volume 10 and assignment 10 PDF.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So open that, and it should be in there.
Are the other ones like the other assignments we can't see either? The
Which one is that?
the review packet, April 15th through May 1st.
Okay. Let me see. If I go up here, I don't know why I did it that way. I should have done it where everything was there. Classwork. So you're looking at this now, right? The
Yeah.
classwork list, and
Yeah.
you went on review packet number 2, and there's nothing there as well. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll modify those. I'll change that because you're right. It makes it more confusing that way. It's easier if you go here, you can see the actual assignment. So what I'll do right now, as soon as we finish our meeting, if it's easier for you, I'll go back in there right now and I'll add those attachments in there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And now, I'm sure that's going to make it easier for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. I apologize. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. And then as long as you get all the work done by next week, you should be okay. I made a lot of videos, and you can look through back on the stream again, back on like all these things. If you look through all these, there's most likely, if it's an attachment, it's going to be kind of like a video that shows you how to do the assignments.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So like for this one where it says assignment number 10, if you click on it, there's a meeting or a video there, and it tells you exactly how to do assignment number 10.
Okay.
So, and then also number 11 should be here somewhere too. So, well, actually assignment 11 is the one that we just finished. So I'll put that in a little while.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll fix that for you. Hopefully makes it less confusing.
Okay.
All right, guys. Any other questions?
No.
No? Okay.
Bye.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.